hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot. For this pick a card reading, we are going to be figuring out what big changes are coming your way, what big change is ahead for you in your life. If you are new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes and take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to center your energy and focus in on pile number 1 with the Dalmatian Jasper, pile number 2 with the Optical Calcite, and pile number 3 with the Amethyst. If more than one pile calls out to you, there may be messages in each pile for you. Once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. Please remember though, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you, your life, your situation, and just go ahead and leave the rest behind. Without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on your cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Hello, group number 1. Let's go ahead and find out what big changes are coming your way. But really quickly, I wanted to let you guys know I have a live stream channel and a Patreon with lots of exclusive content over there. Links for both of those can be found in the description below. But for this pick a card reading, like I said, let's tune into what big changes are coming your way. So because you selected the connections card, there are some really big changes coming to your relationship dynamics, your different relationships, your connections, partnerships, contracts that you have, and commitments that you have in life. Whatever it is you're energetically connecting to, whether that's a person, a business, a situation, a hobby, whatever this looks like for you, there are big changes coming. We also have the number 29, which adds up to 11. You might be seeing a lot of the number 1111, but this is just asking you to step into embodying more of your higher version or your higher light. This is the number of twin flames. Twin flame union within yourself, between your own divine masculine and your own divine feminine, coming together to actually integrate and work together rather than against each other. So there's a lot of leveling up in your connections. Let's see if we can get some additional guidance from the tarot on what other big changes are coming group 1's way. Right, so we have here the 8 of Wands. Well, these changes, whatever they may be, they are coming in hot. They are coming in very quickly. 8 of Wands is also a card of, having a very clear direction in life. So after maybe some feeling stuck or stagnant, or after a time of introspection and maybe a bit of a life review, you are now, or very soon, getting very clear direction on your next step, where at least your destination is. Of course, the journey remains yet to be had or to be seen, but you have a very clear vision of where you are wanting to go very soon. Ooh, we also have the Magician. So you guys are really kicking some butt and taking some names as far as your purpose, your mission, stepping into your higher self more and more every day, really going on a spiritual journey, down a spiritual path, being able to manifest much quicker than you have in weeks, days, months, years, decades past. You are almost, I won't say instant manifestors, but you at the very least have an almost instantaneous rush of excitement when you are trying to manifest something. And that is like kind of your golden ticket, or reminding you or letting you know that, hey, yes, the thing you are manifesting is on its way. Even if it takes a bit of a delay or a bit of time to get to you, you have this unwavering faith that the things you are manifesting are finally on their way to you and will very soon be in your grasp. Which is super, super exciting news. Let's put that out there. Yes. Woo! All right. I kind of want to see what areas of life or any wisdom Spirit has on these big changes. What areas of life they're taking place besides connections. There's too many. I just wanted one from this deck to kind of set a tone. Ooh, we have Archangel Raphael. So for some of you, this color green, I mean, you literally selected the green Dalmatian Jasper. You've got this green crystal in this hand as well. I'm wanting to read this as like a green aura quartz. I see some kind of blue and purple kind of tint to it, so it's been heat treated, it appears. But Archangel Raphael is letting you know with this green energy of healing that I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. That is what this card says. So yes, you guys really are on this healing journey. Not just healing yourself and your own life, but wanting to help and heal others as well. Of course, All healing is self-healing. Let's put that out there. My main example I use is when you break your leg. Yes, the doctor, the healer of the doctor, it sets the bone, they put the cast on, and then they send you on your merry way. But does that doctor follow you home and can, constantly check in on the healing process? No. The innate intelligence of the body is what heals itself. So all healing is self-healing. We all have that innate intelligence, that God spark within us that is a healer. So just know, even if you don't know how to heal yourself, that just setting an intention to heal yourself is really getting the ball rolling on this healing journey. So some of you might have really been down a road to heal yourself, to heal physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and anything and everything in between. But just know that there are big changes coming to the way that you feel your healing working in your life. Or if you are going to a healer, you're really starting to see some major effects of the catalyst of this healer helping you on your own self-healing journey. So big changes are coming to your healing, and physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, it's all improving, it's all increasing. And for some of you, very, very quickly. All right, what else does wonderful group 1 need to know about these big changes coming into their life, not just in their connections, but also in their healing path ahead, their manifestations, everything else they have coming in, big changes in these areas. We have here Poppy with Dream. So now is the time to really pull out the big guns with your manifestation of, dreams and abilities and wishes, desires, and hopes. Very star energy specifically, because that card comes after the Tower. So after you've been through a very rough and rocky time, we've got some really high waves here. We also have this, I want to really let you guys see what's going on in this card. I don't know if you can see some really high waves, but we've got this almost spiritual helper or protector or guide looking down to make sure everything is going to be okay. We are having a reading about the big changes coming into your life, and you have the number 41 to support these changes. So 4 is a stability or a security that is really helping you with something you can build upon, and the number 1 is a new beginning. And add them together, that is a 5 about changes, making changes. But even the good changes we want to make, there is this kind of confrontation or maybe even conflict within ourselves. Is this the right thing? Should I make this step? Should I make this change? What should I do? But you are getting clarity surrounding any confusion you might have around the changes you want to make in your life. And then we have here Rhodiola with Wisdom. And again, the number 37, which adds up to a 1. The Magician is a 1. We've got the number 41. So a lot of new beginnings. And of course, the number 11, which you break that down. We don't tend to break down the master numbers, but if you really wanted to, it's a 2 of partnerships and connections. But the number 1 is about being a self-starter, initiating something, getting the idea, and then starting to take action on it. But you're using the wisdom from not just the past in this life, but from past lives with your existence beyond the veil, tapping or tuning into your higher light that is beyond the veil, your higher self, the soul, the oversoul, source, God, creator, your guides, everything. Anything and everything, you are tuning into that innate intelligence and wisdom. Much like we were talking about with the body being able to heal itself, you are just knowing with this innate wisdom without really knowing how you know that you know, but you know how and when and where to take these next steps to allow these big changes to come in. I'm seeing a major overhaul around some of your home life, whether this looks like moving or rearranging, decluttering, purging, maybe like a changing of people who are living with you or no longer living with you. There's major shifts coming to your home life. But again, we're being reminded here that anything and everything is possible, especially those of you that these changes have felt very chaotic and scary and not at all what you wanted, but you are kind of almost, like the spirit realm or your guides or someone or something outside of you is forcing your hand or forcing these changes to happen. If that is your case, just know that as things happen and shift and morph and change in your life, you're going to see why these things needed to happen and actually be feeling like hindsight being 2020 that, wow, yes, that sucked to go through, but I'm so glad it all happened because I can see how I've grown. I can see how things have shifted for my highest good as a result of, maybe these things that at first we thought, no, I don't want that to happen. I can't lose this person or that situation or that opportunity. But now you're seeing the silver lining of whatever losses you've had recently. Okay, other big changes or any additional guidance on these big changes coming in for group 1, please, Spirit. One more. So we have here Black Kyanite, set strong boundaries. So some of the changes you're making is literally setting stronger boundaries with maybe some connections, maybe people that have just bleeded you dry of all of your energy, your just life force. I see someone, though they mean well, when you hang out with them, you feel completely drained after you hang out with them. Maybe they gossip a lot, maybe they're very negative, whatever the case may be. You're finding ways to set stronger boundaries so that these people can't take from this almost seeming unending well of your life force energy. You're putting a stop to that. This does not mean you're cutting specific people off, although for some of you, you might be, but for others of you, you're just setting proper boundaries, communicating these boundaries, or just saying, you know, I know in the past I've done X, Y, and Z, but now moving forward, X, Y, and Z no longer applies. We're doing A, B, and C. And really communicating with these people and setting that boundary. Some people may not like that. When we set boundaries, when people are really benefiting from the thing that we're now setting a boundary against or for, it can really shake things up. But if this person is really meant to be in your life, they will respect your boundaries and apply or abide by those rules. And then we have Labradorite, see the magic. And yes, it's really a card that's been coming out. I think it was in my Signs Pick a Card reading that I posted, the most recent Pick a Card before this one. It was believing is seeing. Not seeing is believing. So it's almost like you're having a paradigm shift to the way you see magic in your life or feel the magic at play in your life. You're having a massive paradigm shift surrounding that, but also seeing even the magic in the more mundane aspects of life. Just seeing the tiny and even really big miracles playing out day to day in your life. You are tuning on in behind the veil, beyond the veil, and really feeling this touch of spirit coming into your life. So that is a big change, where some of you felt you were all on your own, you couldn't feel your guides, you thought you were just going it alone, but no. Now you're seeing through the illusion of being alone and seeing that you have so much spiritual support, maybe even calling on Archangel Raphael to come in and help heal you if that is what you're doing. Is a lot of healing here. And sometimes when we are on a healing journey, we do need to set those strong boundaries with people so we can have more of our own energy to conduct this healing work that we've got going on. So that is your message, Group 1, about the big changes coming and going on in your life. This is exciting stuff, even if it feels a little rocky and chaotic at first. You're going to start to see, hindsight being 2020, that wow, yes, this needs to happen, and I'm so glad it is happening. So that's your message. I hope it resonated. Please feel free to let me know below any thoughts you have, any stories you want to share. I always love to hear from you guys. Thanks again so much for your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and your donations. Anyone who wants to send a donation here to my unmonetized channel, you can always do so through PayPal, which is linked below. And I greatly appreciate but never ever expect your donations. But thank you so much to all of you for tuning in today, and I hope to see you right back here at Harmony Portal Tarot. Alright, you guys, bye! Alright, group number 2, let's go ahead and see what big changes are coming into your life or are coming your way. And you selected the optical calcite, which to me is seeing things much more clearly. So there's something like a very Ace of Swords energy that is really coming in for you. And I love that because this card is very Ace of Swords itself. And it's funny because I actually picked the crystals 1, 2, and 3, and then I deal the cards. But 9 times out of 10, if not every single time, I'm just blown away by the fact that the crystal really does match the message on the card. So it's just very exciting stuff. So yes, seeing clearly, maybe even playing that song. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I always forget who sings that, but maybe I'll look it up and put it over here for you if you'd like to check the lyrics on that song. But we have here the number 20, which adds up to a 2, obviously, with Archangel Phanuel. This is a message of hope, optimism, and new beginnings. There's also a very 7 of Cups vibe with this card. So Ace of Swords, 7 of Cups coming together to make this really beautiful new beginning for you. One of optimism and hope, not one where you're making decisions or having to shift because of fear, but this is love energy. This is hopeful, optimistic, new beginning energy that's the big change coming. Maybe you're just feeling more positive, lighthearted, optimistic, and hopeful about the future and about your present moment as well. Let's get some additional guidance from the tarot for Group 2, these big changes coming into Group 2's life. What are these changes? besides just the mindset and new opportunities. Very Ace of, like I said, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands energy with these new beginnings. Also Page energy. Very youthful looking Archangel here as well. So maybe you yourself are feeling like, man, am I aging in reverse? Those wrinkles are disappearing. Or, wow, I'm looking very youthful and, just very full of life. Very beautiful energy. Look at this. Yes, Page of Cups. This is totally, I almost wanted to say this is a very Page of Cups energy as well, but I didn't. I wished I would have. But yes, this is just such youthful energy I'm picking up here. And then the Lovers. But there's a decision that needs to be made for many of you. Obviously, a lot of changes in our lives do come after a major decision we're making. So this just is par for the course here. It makes perfect sense to me. But many of you are making changes to the way you show up in your life on, not just the mental realm, or, sorry, this thing has just been moving pretty much the whole time. I'm going to weigh him down here with your optical calcite. So maybe you're just like energetically floating away. You got to ground yourself. Maybe there's a message in that. I mean, obviously there is. There's always a message in everything that's happening. So make sure with all this new big change and optimism and just beautiful, fresh, bright ideas coming in, that you're also grounding yourself and grounding these ideas by writing them down and then starting to take action. Because we can feel all this hope all day long, but if we don't do something in that direction of hope, it will float away like a cloud. So this is about grasping those opportunities and grounding them into the material world. So some of you might have had big dreams, big goals, big ideas, but you never really followed through, or you'd get so far and then you'd hit a roadblock and then you'd give up, or you would just start all over, or you never quite reached your destination. Not that that's what it's all about, but it's almost like somehow, some way along your journey you got lost or felt like in a rut or detoured, and you've never quite reached a destination with a big project in life. Well, now's the time you're really pushing through with this new beginning, with hope and optimism as your guide or as your compass. You're going to be able to make these changes, these shifts to your life that are going to feel very supportive, very new, very exciting, and very also unexpected, because there's this unexpected element with the Page of Cups. The fish being in the cup in the traditional Rider-Waite depiction is such a funny, like, how did he get there? Very unexpected surprise. You're just, going along drinking your cup of whatever, and there's a fish in it. It's very interesting. But this is a fun surprise. This isn't something blindsiding you and tearing your whole world apart. No, this to me feels very youthful, very uplifting, very childlike in your approach to this new beginning, this opportunity coming in. You're not feeling like, oh, I guess I better make this decision. No, you're feeling very lighthearted and excited to make these decisions. Of course, even when we're feeling our best about a decision, sometimes there's a little uncertainness or uncertainty or just a bit of chaotic energy surrounding making changes. Specifically, if you are wanting to move or start some sort of new, fresh project, there might be the chaos of gathering all your supplies, or if you're moving, packing everything up and then unpacking when you get to your new place. Yes, it's exciting, but there's a lot of work involved. But you guys are here for the work. I really do see you've signed up for the work and you're ready. Let's see what advice Spirit has, or any themes surrounding these big changes in your life, and any wisdom, of course, associated with these changes. We have your crystal. Have faith and hope. Yes, that's what yes, absolutely. Have faith and hope, because there is something positive and new on the horizon you can't see yet with the crystal card. Literally, the crystal, you use to select your pile, which I'm going to take off of that for 1 second. Optical calcite. It's very interesting. There's rainbows in it. It's very pure and just clean energy to me. Very clean and pure. But you look through it and you can see all sorts of cool stuff, if you're looking through it. Mine's very scratched because it's been through the ringer a bit, but normally you can see like multifacets with something that is beneath it, if that's what you're doing. But so it's like you're looking beneath the surface and seeing layer upon layer upon layer of how maybe you can't quite see the full picture, but you're seeing the next layer, and then the next layer, and the next layer. So you don't even have to have all the information figured out to be able to make a decision, because Spirit is guiding you in the direction of your best decision in anything you've got going on. And maybe even leaning on your crystals for a bit of support, just intuitively selecting crystals that you think will support you through any big changes, new beginnings, new opportunities coming in, any new ideas, any big, decisions you're making or choices you're making about your life. And those of you who are joining us on Patreon, it was either last night or tonight, we are doing a poll. So I don't know if it has happened the day of my posting it anyway. The day I'm posting this, which is Friday, December 16th, I believe is the date that I'm posting this on my main YouTube channel, Harmony Portal Tarot. It's either tonight or we may have done it last night. We're having a crystal presentation by Jessa Gray, and she, for those that attend, she's going to let you know what crystals would work best for you. She's got this amazing gift at determining what crystals work best for you, and not just like your lifetime crystals, but also energy and the changes or the shifts you're wanting to make in life. She can really dial down what crystals would benefit you most at the time. So if that hasn't happened yet, come check it out. Even if it has, maybe you'll learn something. So let's see. What other big changes are coming in, or just any advice or wisdom surrounding these big changes for group 2. We got it. Here we go. Angel's Trumpet with Death. And again, this to me is such a beautiful energy of more rebirth. Yes, the change that's come in is already happened for so many of you because you're already in this more optimistic mindset. So any endings, any shifts, any just finishings that you've had with something, you're ready already on the new beginning. And we've got the number 46 here, which adds up to 10, which is that new beginning after the closing out or the death of an old version of you, an old cycle in your life, an old relationship, whatever it is that you're leaving behind energetically or physically or mentally or emotionally or spiritually. You're now already well on your way in this new beginning, or it's on the very near horizon for others of you who are like, wait, what new beginning? I must have missed something. Then it's still in the very near future for you. But for many of you, you've already really started down the road, or you've at least kind of intuitively felt into this exciting energy of a new beginning in your life. But then we have here Rosemary with Ancient Memory. So, this is Angel's Trumpet, if I did not say that. Yes, so Ancient Memory. This is Mercury and the Sun. So this is like good past life deeds and memories coming to you right now, because now is the time you can really draw upon the wisdom and benefit of that information. So some of you might have recently been wanting to discover or tune more into your past lives, or even your past in this life, really examining your childhood and doing a lot of healing in that area, because now you know to be able to make the best choice for yourself, that you're closing out a lot of those old cycles with the Death here on the Angel's Trumpet card, but you're utilizing these ancient memories either through, again, this life, the past in this life, or past life memories to help you on the road ahead through these big changes coming. And for some of you, this is you being able to actually access your past lives, your Akashic records, maybe even really facing your grief process surrounding someone who did pass away, or maybe even your own fear of death or fear of others, losing others in your life to death. Realizing death is but an illusion. It's more just the death of the body, not the actual consciousness that is in the body that is dying. But you're really gaining a lot of spiritual wisdom at this time as a result of these big changes going on in your life. All right, let's just see what else Group 2 needs to know about these big changes in their life, or any additional guidance. Here's one. We've got Celestite or Celestite. I've heard it pronounced both ways, so I never know. Soothe your soul. Yes. That's why you're facing a lot of stuff from the past, to be able to soothe yourself into this brand new, optimistic, hopeful new beginning for yourself. And then we have Smoky Quartz. Let it go. Yes. But upon examining that past, we're not staying stuck there. We are getting the knowledge and, reliving maybe a bit of that memory, but it's only for our highest good to move forward. It's not for us to remain in the past, because you're letting it go. You are moving beyond your past and being able to look back at these past events or memories to help soothe your soul, have this death transform you into the rebirth energy so you can let it go, release or let go of any baggage from the past. Not forgetting it, but at least letting it go So you have all this beautiful new energy that's filling the place that once stagnant past energy has been taking up for you. So you're letting go of a lot of that old energy, maybe even physical stuff from your past, stuff from your childhood that you once really treasured, but now it just feels like it's weighing you down. Specifically those of you who are moving, it's like, do I really want to move all this stuff yet again? Or do I want to, have this space in my home or my garage or whatever taken up by all this stuff from my past? Or do I want to clear the energy and, purge it, maybe let it move on to someone who could actually benefit from it, and open myself up to new opportunity, new energy to come in? You are the one really on a higher level. Your higher self is the one really leading the charge with what you've got going on and what you've got coming in, but you're letting go of a lot of the past, using your ancient memories and wisdom to heal a lot of stuff from your past, but you're also having faith and optimism for your future. But the way you can really navigate all of this is by getting very present, very grounded. Remember, we had to ground this weed over here that's just been rocking back and forth. We had to ground that so it wouldn't go flying off into the past or future. So really getting present with yourself while also allowing yourself to examine the past and be hopeful for the future all at the same time. I know, it's very confusing, but you got this, group 2. So that is your message. I hope it resonated. Please feel free to let me know below what you thought, any stories you want to share. I forgot to mention this in group 1. Leave a comment on this video because I am going to be going back through all of my past pick-a-cards on this channel once we hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm going to be using each comment as an entry into a 10-minute free reading giveaway, and I'm going to be giving away 3 readings. So you have 3 chances to win, but the more comments that you have dispersed throughout my pick-a-cards, not my daily message readings, but the pick-a-cards themselves, that is the pool from which I am drawing these names, your comments. So each comment you leave is acting as an entry into the drawing to win a free reading. So get yourself in on some of that, maybe even just leaving a comment on this video on why you think you deserve to win the free reading. And yeah, that will also help the engagement on my channel. And I just wanted to say also thank you so much for your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and your donations. Thank you to those who have been sending the donations, and if you would like to send a donation, you can check the PayPal link below. Donations are never ever expected, but always greatly appreciated on my unmonetized channel. We're almost to monetization, but we still got a bit of a ways to go. So thank you so much for that, and I hope to see you, group 2, right back here at Harmony Portal Tarot. All right, you guys, bye. Hello group 3, let's go ahead and find out what big changes are coming your way. You selected the amethyst, so the amethyst, that purple stone that really resonates with the crown chakra and also the third eye, but mostly the crown chakra. This is a spiritual up-leveling and really tuning into your spiritual gifts. You also have here the number 37 card, creation, soul expression, and something new. So again, your soul is finding a new way. Big change coming your way is your soul is finding a new way to express itself. This could be a new creative passion or endeavor, a new hobby that's something you've never really done before, but now you're super passionate about it and excited about it. And it might, for some of you, be something new, but for others of you, this could be something you did as a child that, of course, has been on the back burner for a very long time, and you're ready to revive it. As we got the number 37, which adds up to a 10, which adds up to a 1. Brand new, bright, beautiful beginning. For some of you, might be literally planting a seed for some flowers or really taking care of some plants if you have them. Of course, this is a timeless reading, but at the time of my posting, it's almost winter for us here in the Northern Hemisphere. So if you're planting something, I would say you're probably doing it inside the house rather than outside. But if you're watching this later, then of course, maybe you're planting your seedlings to start your garden or something like that. Or those in the Southern Hemisphere, I think now would be a perfect time for you to be doing some of that. But there's something new, and this could be more metaphorical, that you are planting a new seed, like the Ace of Pentacles. You're taking that new seed of opportunity, you're planting it, nurturing it, watering it, watching it grow through your nurturing and your actions you're taking. But let's see if we can get some additional guidance on what this soul expression is, or this new energy, and what changes are coming in, and any advice or wisdom surrounding these big new changes. Okay, so we have here the King of Swords. So this might be your creative expression surrounding the way you communicate with those you love, the way you communicate through your creativity. This could be an online presence or platform, social media, content you're creating, art you're creating, writing. Oh man, there's so much here. Like the possibilities really are endless with what we've got going on here, but you're really feeling in your sovereignty with your creations. And even if people don't agree with what you say or they don't like what you're creating, it doesn't bother you so much as it may have in the past. So for some of you that, it's really hard for you to receive any kind of criticism, or if someone doesn't really vibe with what you're doing, you would maybe take it personally. One big change coming is you're just like, yeah, okay, then to each their own. If you don't like it, that's cool. I know this person likes it. I know I like it. I know, whatever. It doesn't matter if certain people just aren't on board with what you're doing. And then we have Six of Cups. So again, tuning into like something from the past. So some of you could be picking up a hobby, again, from your past, from your childhood. If this is not something you did in your childhood, but you're super passionate about it, excited about it, then just maybe, it is from a past life. This is past life wisdom coming in to express itself through your soul and your creations in this life. But for some of you, it's very interesting. I know neither of these are travel cards, but I'm really getting a travel vibe, wanting to travel, wanting to go out and explore and expand your horizons in some way. Even if you're just doing like mind traveling and daydreaming and maybe even, traveling in your dreams or in your meditations, you're leaving just what you would consider your day-to-day reality, your day-to-day life, and expanding it. So let's see what theme of these changes is coming in or any additional guidance about it. Look at this. Yes. We got the Ariel card here, and it says new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So much spiritual wisdom coming in hot. Psychic and spiritual experiences are really changing the way you see your reality. And maybe that's why you feel like you're traveling, is because your consciousness is raising in frequency or dimension to where you're really seeing life in a whole new way. In such a good way, though. It's a more childlike sense of wonder, yet it has the wisdom of past experience to really act as that support to it. But she looks very cheerful. She does not look like she's dragging her feet to go water this flower here. She's got a big smile on her face. She's just so in awe of the fact she planted the seed and now these flowers are blooming. It's just such a miracle. So you're really tuning back into the miracles or the miraculous energy of life. All right, let's just see any additional guidance. But there's a lot of spiritual upgrading, upgrades to your own spiritual connection, spiritual gifts, the way your soul is coming online or higher self is coming online in your physical vessel. And you may be having some really mystical experiences. Maybe you're seeing spirit or hearing spirit or just communicating with spirit in a whole new way that is really exciting for you, though. And you're using this communication to then utilize that energy to express yourself in a creative fashion in whatever way that looks for you. And those that are telling me that they aren't creative, I have other news for you. As humans, we are creator beings, so it is our birthright to be creative. Even if you don't feel you're good at anything creative, just remember, your life in and of itself is your creation, or at least your co-creation. We don't create everything in our lives, but we have a pretty good hand in what's going on. We have Mugwort with psychic healing. So much psychic energy for you guys. So you might have also been drawn to group 1. There was a lot of healing vibes in that and becoming healers. So if that's something you're interested in, maybe checking out group 1 to see if there's some additional guidance for you on your healing journey or to becoming a healer. We've got the number 10 here, which is a new beginning. So you're changing the way you heal yourself or the way you show up to heal yourself and others in this world. But some of you might even be seeking out a spiritual or psychic healer, quantum healing, energy healing, like Reiki. I'm seeing more holistic types of healing. But those of you that are using like the Western medicine model to do some healing, of course, everything is valid and has its place. So whatever resonates most for you, but you're really tuning into your own emotions to really then use your intuition as well. It's almost like your emotions are kind of the gateway or the portal through which you reach your higher intelligence in a way. And then we have Milk Thistle here with the number 23 and Peaceful Warrior. Lots of moon energy here. Lots of moon energy. But here we have Mars and moon. So a lot of times when Mars is involved, yes, Mars is that warrior energy. A lot of times it's that, like, just breaking down barriers, kicking butt, taking names kind of energy. I think I even said kicking butt and taking names in group 1. So there's your further validation if you were trying to decide between groups 2 and or 1 and 3, sorry. That yeah, both have a message for you if you choose to watch both. That's totally your prerogative. But this is asking for you to use that Mars in a more peaceful way. Yes, you're very in charge and in control and in your sovereignty about the way you're showing up in the world, but you're not barreling other people over or just very in your ego. This is a very egoless way of showing up with your Mars. It's a very peaceful approach. Again, very, very light, airy, and just spiritual. Just like that's the word, psychic and spiritual and soul-driven energy. But the peaceful warrior, they don't go out on the battlefield and try to make change out in the world. They make those changes within themselves and then allow that to ripple effect out to those they love and then beyond and beyond and beyond and beyond. So one of the most riotous acts we can create in this world is to check ourselves right up on out of that 3D matrix and really live that more sovereign life and allow more of our soul to come online. So that's what you guys are doing, is just embodying more of your higher essence, your more, spiritual senses and psychic senses and higher self and God and soul that is within you. You're allowing more of that to come online. All right, let's get some additional guidance or ideas on what these changes might be that are coming into Group 3's life. All right, so we have, I must have done that. Yeah, I did that upside down. My apologies. Schedule yourself in here with the Ocean Jasper. So this is not forgetting yourself. And it's funny how much this mirrors this card. The coloring in the owl, but like the poppies here in the background. Very interesting how that is. But yeah, this is you basically prioritizing yourself and your own soul over, a lot of other external people and things to you. Of course, the parents out there, it's very difficult for parents to, put themselves very first in line. But we do have to also remember to schedule ourselves in for some self-care, self-love, all that, specifically with our own inner child, because when we are parenting children, it's such a great opportunity for us to also parent our own inner child right along with the children that we are parenting. So yeah, schedule yourself in to some of your own parenting. And we also have, black tourmaline, protect your energy. So yeah, this is about knowing when to be out there for others and when to bring all that energy back to, refill your own cup, water your own flower, water your own garden, take care of your own love, your own life. And it's very interesting. All 3 of these women in these cards, very divine feminine energy, by the way, all 3 women, it's almost like maiden, mother, and crone, or maybe that's maiden and maybe that's mother, I don't know, reverse, but this is definitely the crone energy, the wisdom here with this owl as well. And notice that all 3 are like bringing life to something. She's got some mugwort here, she's got some milk thistle here, and she is watering a daisy. So this to me is you watering your own garden, really you setting the intention to heal your life. That's one of the big changes coming in, is you are scheduling yourself in. You are protecting your energy, and just instead of being on all the time for everyone, in all places, in all reality, time, space, and lifetimes. It's almost like a deep breath energy that you are reclaiming your own energy to come home to yourself and take a much needed break or vacation. And I think maybe that's why the travel energy came in, is you guys just need a hot minute to take a break or a vacation, or just to get your bearings in this new energy, this cosmic energy that's flooding the planet. These ascension codes that are coming into your physical body, when they come into our planet's atmosphere, they are also coming into your own physical vessel. And it is not your consciousness that is raising. Yes, of course, we're tapping into higher states of consciousness, but that consciousness has been there the whole time. It's more the physical vessel that is ascending, and that's why so many people are having ascension symptoms as this cosmic energy comes in. But you guys are really utilizing this cosmic energy, these, shifting from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, to really tune in. Oh, there's spirit tuning in on my phone, but tuning in to your higher light, your higher aspect, your higher self, your soul, what your soul came here to do, how your soul came here to express itself through you. That is God expressing itself through, or himself or herself or whatever you call God, through you. Your desires are God's desires. Your wins are God's wins. Your losses are God's losses. Just remember that you are not alone. And I think that message also came out in group 1. So yeah, that is your message, group 3. For the big changes coming in, you are just taking your power back. If I could sum this up, you're taking your power back and bringing more of your own power, your light, your soul online, so that you can really be the greatest version of you in this incarnation. So thank you so much for checking this out. Please feel free to let me know below what you thought, any stories you want to share. Leave a comment on this video, because I am going to be going back through all of my past pick-a-cards on this channel once we hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm going to be using each comment as an entry into a 10-minute free reading giveaway, and I'm going to be giving away 3 readings, so you have 3 chances to win, but the more comments that you have dispersed throughout my pick-a-cards, not my daily message readings, but the pick-a-cards themselves, that is the pool from which I am drawing these names, your comments. So each comment you leave is acting as an entry into the drawing to win a free reading. So get yourself in on some of that, maybe even just leaving a comment on this video on why you think you deserve to win the free reading. That will also help the engagement on my channel. And I wanted to say thank you so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you, group 3, right here back at Harmony Portal Tarot. All right, you guys, bye.